right. Let me get the feed going. Lord willing, hear us nice and clear.
Oh, I got my mic.
You got something? Okay, come on. Yeah, take your time. Right, just checking the feed, make sure they get money. All right, Shalom, bear with us.
Shalom.
Nah, no, it's all good. Just gonna try to get creative. See if that'll work. Yeah, that work? That should be good. Hey, Lord willing, the audio's on point, man. Let us know if it's too loud, too low. Sound good. All right, bear with us. Yeah, that's crispy. That's crispy right there. We good money? Hey, Shalom. Hey, GMS Charlotte, back at you with another midweek camp through the Holy Spirit. We're in QADASH. All right, and before we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, back out here to bring it out, man. All right, hey, the final warnings, man.
That's right.
All right, hey, it's been a heavy year. We've been talking about week to week, man. And this, as I said, the 250-year marker has to have some type of spiritual significance, man. Right. All right, the way that things are moving right now. All right, you had a so-called ceasefire, all right, between Iran and America, but Iran is not honoring that, man. Nah. Apparently, missiles are still dropping, bombs are still dropping.
So what they said that the ceasefire, they proposed it. Really, it was Pakistan that proposed it, but they said that the war is still going. Yeah. So really, that ceasefire is nothing more than just play on the people's minds. Because what was done behind the scenes that people not really talking about, they offered a deal to the EU to have access back to the Strait. Now, if the EU take that, then that's going to give them access to go around the petrodollar, and the other nations are going to look at that and be like, well, they can do that. We do that shit too.
Yes.
Yeah. And I can read this real quick.
Yeah,
so it says, just going into what we just talked about. So it says Trump just agreed to a 2-week ceasefire with Iran. This came less than 90 minutes before his 8 p.m. deadline to bomb every bridge and power plant in the country. Pakistan brokered the deal. Let me break down what's actually happening. So it says Iran just offered Europe a Hormuz deal. You have no idea what they just triggered. On the surface, Iran offered the EU transit access through the Strait of Hormuz. Sounds like a small diplomatic move. Standard geopolitics. It is not it. This is a goddamn financial nuclear bomb. Let that sink in.
Thanks.
And so let's give some stats. So the Hormuz Strait carries 20% of all the world's oil consumption. Europe's energy bill jumped to $16.2 billion in just 30 days of the war. Natural gas in Europe is up 100%. Natural gas in Europe is up 100%. Oil is up 60%. Diesel is at $200 a barrel.
Now, not to cut you off, there's certain videos I've seen where they're saying that people are running out of gas in certain cities, man. Yep. The pumps are running dry. This is happening right now.
Yep.
Right?
It says the dollar reserves have already fallen from 70% to 56.9% in 25 years. Iran joined BRICS in 2024. Russia banned transactions for dollar transactions. Gold hit $5,500 an ounce. If Europe takes this deal, they pay in euros, not dollars. One major non-dollar oil deal is all it takes to show the world it can be done. Yep. And so what's happening is that the American influence is being shown to be weak. Yep. Their money is weak. Their military is weak. Because Iran is exposed through this war that the so-called world's greatest military is not that. Yep. It's flawed, man. Yep. All right. It says Iran blocks Hormuz for the U.S. Opens it for EU with the deal. EU, desperate and bleeding, seriously considers taking the deal. Deal gets done in euros or yuan, not dollars. Every country watching, BRICS, Global South, Gulf states see it's happening. If the EU can bypass the dollar, so can we. Dollar demand falls, reserve share collapses, U.S. inflation rises. You didn't just lose a trade route, you lost the dollar's 50-year monopoly on global trust. Oh, yeah. So all these different things are all going to be a major catalyst in causes the economy over here in America to be affected greatly.
Oh, yeah.
Because what's the main thing that's going to happen is hyperinflation is going to take hit, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, and brothers have already been reporting, like you said, gas is going up.
Yep.
They say in the summer, gas could be up $10, $20 a gallon.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know,
yep.
which is being, all this is being done strategically, man.
Yep. Matter of fact, before you get that, I'll get Revelation 6 and 5. Let's start with that real quick, because we're in the midst of that right now. All right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 5.
Start at 4.
Verse 4, it says, and there went out another horse that was red.
Yeah, the horse that was red, that represents Esau, Edom. All right? The red horse. Go ahead.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, this is what this man's rulership has done to the planet. It's taking peace from the earth, man. All right? The whole earth is in turmoil underneath this man's rulership, man, this man's power. Go ahead.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
A great sword. That's his blessing, man, which he's using.
Yep.
Which is why the world is in chaos. Go ahead.
It says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse.
Yeah, the black horse represents the end times, death, famine, okay, destruction. Okay, go ahead.
And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
Yep.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Right, so like he was talking about the hyperinflation, all right, and how it's even more expensive to, to get your goods and things like that, your necessities. All right, it goes back to that.
Yeah.
All right, a day's wages doesn't support your way of living right now, man. This is why people are panicking. This is why there's a great cloud of unsurety among these people, right? They're struggling, okay, because now people got to do more.
Yeah.
People are working 2 or 3 jobs, a couple of gigs in between, right? And it's still not working, man. So this is all part of that, man. The money has no value, and the dollar doesn't have any value. It doesn't have any buying power, man. Right?
Because this war that's taking place is, understand, all these people are involved. Iran,
yeah,
they're all part of the big agenda, because we know the elites fund both sides of the war, man.
That's right.
You know, so what this war really is, it's a war to reset the dollar.
That's it.
Because what this is doing is transition out of the old way, which is the paper currency,
yep,
leading into the digital currency, which is everything's going to be on the blockchain, crypto, which is all predicated upon the mark of the beast, man, which is the RFID microchip, man.
Yeah, what's it called? BISC.
Yeah.
BISC. All right.
Because when I found out yesterday, when I was listening to brothers go into that, so the creation of Bitcoin was really the start of all this, because the main Bitcoin that they were talking about, I think, was XRP. And so that technology that they use for that cryptocurrency, that's the technology they're putting in the chip.
Yep.
So they got people used to dealing in crypto, so they can prepare them for this RFID chip.
Yeah, that's how to get you used to making digital payments.
Right.
Right.
So it's all orchestrated, man. Yep. Nothing that we see happening is being done by accident. Now, the in between things, all right, that's going to be like that, because we're still men on the planet playing out our role, but the bigger scheme of everything is what it is, which is why Proverbs was that 21:2.
Yep.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and he stirreth it whatsoever he will.
Yep.
All right. So the bigger picture, the Lord has the elites doing all these things to bring forth the prophecies. But in between, like you see, Trump is hesitating on what he's doing with this war. He doesn't really want to go all out, but he has no choice, because he's at a crossroads, man.
Exactly.
All right. Because on one hand, he doesn't want to go ahead and push this war, because that's going to be a destruction to his legacy. As we see, Malcolm's turning against him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he has the lowest president rating out of all U.S. presidents. Everybody's hating this man. Yep. So as we know, as big as a egomaniac Trump is, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like people talking about him like how he sees. But he has no choice, because he's in Iran's back pocket. Sure. And so with Iran having him by the nuts like that, they're letting them know, like, look, if you don't want to go and play ball, they're going to kill him.
Yep.
So he's stuck. So it really is just, we're going to see what the Lord do. Because if he's not going to be the one to do it, and they do kill this nigga, they're going to replace an even bigger demon, whether that's J.D. Vance or somebody else.
Oh, yeah. Because if you don't do what them small hats say, it's lights out.
Yeah, you're going to be just like JFK.
Yep. So he's stuck, man. So this shit's about to go. All right, it's on the up.
And this is why it's important for you to pay attention to what's going on.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Because right now, everything still looks like it's copacetic because the ripple effects hasn't hit here fully yet. We're seeing gas go up here in NC. Shit, gas is almost it's $4 now.
Yeah, damn near $5.
And shit, we haven't seen that ever, really.
Yeah.
So this is now beginning to people seeing like, yo, this shit really starting to affect us.
Since like 2007.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the recession. Yeah. So if I can grab this real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they should think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yes.
So Esau Edom allowed this society to become so cushiony to where people believe that, no, we're good. Whatever's happening over there, that's over there. You know, we're in America. It's gonna get better. It always does.
Exactly.
Not realizing that, no, bro, it's not.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. It just hasn't hit yet.
Yeah.
Like the brother you want put in the chat, Walmart now has digital price tags. And the danger with digital price tags is that in a second they can up the price like that and you can't do nothing. So you go look at that shelf, it can say paper towels, what, $1.99 for a roll. You turn around and turn back around, $15 for that same roll. And you can't do nothing about it. Just pay it.
Matter of fact, read some more in there in that Revelation.
Or
read 6 again and read on down to 8.
On that, Revelation chapter 6, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Right. So, like I was saying, there's no more buying power behind the dollar bill, man. This is why it's going to get even worse for people already struggling. All right, in the midst of the lack of gas.
Yep.
All right, grocery prices going up even more.
Yep.
All right, so that's what happens when they devalued this dollar, man.
Right.
When they took away the gold standard. All right, so there's now people about to catch pure hell out here, man.
And we're just waiting to see what the EU gonna do, because if they take that deal, bro, it's gonna hit over here hard, man.
Oh yeah.
So we already see, like I said, things is getting more expensive. Not factoring in with the farmers.
Yep.
The farmers say that the damn fertilizer is expensive as hell.
Yep.
And on top of that, I've been seeing that Pfizer's been leaving boxes of ticks on their property.
Yep.
And so what they're saying that Esau is about to unleash Lyme disease pandemic, going into next year, quote unquote. You know, so hey, things are picking up, man.
Right.
You know, continuing on.
Intensifying, man. Shit's getting hectic.
Yeah, man. Hey, we've been waiting on this, man.
Yeah, man.
You want to go to verse 8?
Yeah, go to verse 8. Read down.
All right. It says, and when he had opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th beast say, "Come and see."
Yep.
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse.
A pale horse. What does the pale horse represent? Various scenarios of death that the Lord is about to play out on earth.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
You say that's like the plagues of Egypt, like he said he was gonna smite.
There you go. Because Egypt getting plagued again.
Yeah.
This is the new Egypt that's being plagued, right?
It says that his name that sat on him was death.
And his name that sat on him was death.
And,
all right.
And hell followed with him.
Mm-hmm.
And power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth.
The 4th part of the earth represents Esau's world, man. Esau's dominion. All right. His power structure. Go ahead.
It says to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beast of the earth.
Yeah, to kill with the sword. All right. We're seeing all these wars in the so-called Middle East, Western Asia. All right. To kill with the sword and with hunger. All right. Like you were talking about the fertilizer shortages. All right. The supply chain being affected by the Strait of Hormuz. Hey, these are going to bring in the famines, man.
Along with the food. Because it's been a lot of reports saying that certain companies, their meat supply, the suppliers aren't allowing the farmers to give them their product unless they have been given the Monsanto approved feed to feed the animals. So you have that, and there's something else that I see. But pretty much, we're being poisoned, and it's out in the open now.
Oh yeah, it's all that.
So like everybody's going into the different things that these restaurants, their supply chain and what they're receiving, and they're telling you straight out it's poison.
Yep.
So we're literally living out what the scriptures say when the Lord said we will eat poison to live, man.
Yep.
Because that's the only reason why we're still alive and able to function like we are is through the mercy of the Lord, man.
Yeah, our food will be defiled amongst the Gentiles.
That's right.
You know, lab created shit, right? All this stuff with Bill Gates. A couple of years ago, Bill Gates and other tech billionaires taking over the farm industry.
Yep.
We here now, man. Remember, hey, not to rant, but hey, when a few years ago we had like a chicken shortage.
Yeah.
What the hell happened with that? Right? Remember,
Right.
it was all over the news, all over the radio. We in a chicken shortage.
Yeah.
So what the fuck happened?
I remember that. Remember Wingstop?
Yeah.
In the middle of that, say it's a shortage of chicken wings.
Yeah.
But we got these thighs.
We got these thighs. So what are they really feeding us? Are you? And then it came out that Walmart's eggs is trash. Right? People are getting sick behind Walmart eggs, man.
Matter of fact,
so you can't eat shit out here, man.
My rib had bought some, and it looked like they've been sitting out for a while. So like the yolk that was on top of the egg was thick as shit.
That's crazy.
So yeah, this shit trash.
It's over. You got it, brother.
Real quick, this is the book of Joel, chapter 1, starting at verse 15. It says, "Alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand,
Yep.
and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. Is not the meat cut off from before our eyes?
Oh man.
Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our power. The seed is rotten under their clods. The garners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered."
Yep.
And that's what we're talking about, man,
yeah.
with this defiled food, man. All right, because we know that the Monsanto has these Terminator seeds,
Yep.
which are detrimental to your DNA, because the regular seeds, they're supposed to provide life. That's why the Lord says in Genesis, the seeds were given as medicine, as food for the earth.
Yep.
So him giving you a Terminator seed, you plant that seed, it pretty much is no longer used after you use it. So imagine what that's doing to your inside, your DNA. Along with, the defiled soil and everything else they're putting out there. It says, "How do the beasts groan? The herds of cattle are perplexed, because they have no pasture. Yea, the flocks of sheep are made desolate." And let's go into how they are abusing these animals, man. Because not only are you feeding the animals poison, but the way they slaughter them are inhumane. So all the stress hormones and the different additives they're adding to the meat when we get it, cortisol and all that, we're ingesting that, man. Like the dude was talking about, I saw the video earlier. He said the chickens, they're giving them, I forgot the name of the steroid. That's why the chickens be so fucking big. Like, you get the breasts and they're like this big. Yep. And it's like, when you see these niggas, that's all they eat. The gym rats, why their muscles are so huge, it's because of steroids. Yeah. So all that shit is affecting your body, which in turn is changing up your genetic makeup, man.
You are what you eat.
You are what you eat. This is why we're in hell, man.
That's it. I got something to add on to that, Joel. 2 Ezra 15 in verse 11. 2 Ezra 15 and 11. "But I will bring them with the mighty hand and the stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues." So when we were reading in Joel, that's part of the plagues that the Lord is sending here, man. "And will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." All right, we're in the beginning stages of it now. This is the most intense part of the movie, all right, where shit is all going downhill, right? It says, verse 13, 2 Ezra 15, 13, or Salaki, 2 Ezra 15 and 12, "Egypt shall mourn." All right, look at the people, man. People are in a state of mourning, man, sorrow, grief, because of the economy, all right, because of the job market. You got AI taking over jobs. People are being fired, all right. The 3 or 4 gig jobs don't suffice, So it's a hard time out here for a lot of people. It says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, in the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it." Right? Verse 13. Verse 13, it says, "They that till the ground shall mourn." Going back to the farmers, man. All right? The fertilizer shipments are not going to come in. Right? The things they need to expand, crops and food, it's a shortage on. All right? So it said, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fail through the blasting in hell with the fearful constellation." Going back to the signs, right? We've been seeing all types of signs as well, man. Pink moons, blood moons, planetary alignments, all right? A lot of heavy shit in the heavens have been happening that show us that this thing's about to go, man. Right? Hey, it's time for you, Jakes, to get your head out the goddamn sand, man. Deal with reality, man. Either repent or perish, right?
Like I said, we're the last day of the Passover. This is a reminder to show kind of like what we experienced in Egypt. We're going through that again, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because when the Lord smited Egypt with those different plagues, that Israel saw that.
Shit.
If I could go to that.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
I want to get the precept first.
Hey, because Lord willing, we got the blood on the doorposts.
Yeah, and the doorpost now is our spirit. know, this is Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Now I wanted to bring this out because everything that we're talking about, that's what the Lord is essentially doing. He's smiting all the different gods of Egypt all over again, because we know that all these different things that Esau Edom is promoting in this world all go back to different idols. So when we go back and you know, meditate over what the Lord did in Egypt the first time, that was him. Each plague was representing him attacking those different idols that the Egyptians were working, worshiping. So we have when the Lord turned the water to blood. That was going into the Egyptian god Hapi, Osiris, and Canu. So it's shown that the Most High is the one that, you know, controls the life from the water, not those gods. The plague of the frogs, that was going into Hequet, all right, which is the frog god of fertility. The Lord, you know, did that to show that he's the one that's over life once again.
Hey, didn't these people just come out of Easter, so-called, right? You know, the Queen of Heaven worship, all right, behind was the fertility god, was it Ashereth, if I'm not mistaken, Ishtar, right?
That's
you know,
really what Easter goes back to Ishtar. Yeah. And fucking hiding the eggs and all that. Those eggs is a symbol for fertility, man. You know?
And rabbits don't lay fucking eggs, man.
Yeah, they're a mammal. Anyway, so verse 3, or point 3, the lice and gnats. All right, so that was from the god Geb, and it said for the priesthood, the priests had to be meticulously cleaned and shaved to serve their God. So the Lord smote them with lice, all right, to pretty much, you know, confound them and show you that your priesthood ain't shit.
Yeah. To defile them.
Yeah, to defile them, and they couldn't go in their temple. The flies was for the god Kefri, and said that the flies swarmed Egypt, but not Goshen, proving the Most High distinguishes between his people. Right. So we didn't get hit with those plagues; it was the Egyptians. Pestilence from the cattle, that was for God Hathor.
So, and that proves, not to cut you off, but that proves that when it all goes down, there's going to be a body of believers that are going to be covered.
Oh yeah.
When all of this shit takes place.
Yeah.
Right?
Because the scriptures make a note, especially when you read Wisdom of Solomon, 18, 19, where in the darkness plague, we had the light over us. I think that's 19. Mm-hmm. But the pestilence on the cattle was for Hoptor and Apis. So it says that they worship the animals back then. As we know, that's why the different gods had animal heads and whatnot. Yep. So Yahawah was showing that he's sovereign over all flesh. All right. The boils, that was going against the gods for Skemet, Serapis, and Imhotep was the god of healing and their physician god. Yep. So their medicine, their idols, you know, that they used for the medicine, they couldn't heal what the Most High did, showing you he's the one in control. Right. You know, and go down the list. You know, it go on. Yep. You know, that just showing you that it's the Most High that was in control of everything. Sure. You know, so that's why we read, man. The idols of Egypt being moved all over again. Sure. Baphomet, Baal. Now the Lord is going to show when all said and done that He's the true God. Man.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, all that shit.
Allah, all that shit is getting moved out the way. All right, you got any more?
I got a precept.
Yep.
Isaiah 19:10 in the NLT, it says, they will be in despair and all the workers will be sick at heart. Yep. You know, and that's what's going on, because that's what the Egyptians happened to them. They were in despair, they were bugging out, because they didn't understand what was going on, but we understand. That's why even today, as people are beginning, because people that's actually tuning in to what's going on, they're having a spirit of despair on them, because they don't see a way out of this. They see America going under, and they don't know what's coming next, so they're just like, yo, we're fucked. But we're not in despair, because we know the Lord is going to watch over it. He's going to exit out this place all over again. Man.
Yeah, we're definitely like the video. I'm gonna do a video with the little intro with this Edomite, old Edomite. He was saying that America is over. Right? He kept saying in the video. He said, "Look, America's over." He said, "The people are not going to realize it until they actually see the bombs dropping out here, man. That's when it'll come to mind that this shit is done. But right now, your average person that's just, you know, walking around here like a zombie, they have no clue that this shit is done. There's no bouncing back. There's no turnaround, man. Yeah. There's no restoring America. That's the problem with the majority of these people. They think that, okay, yeah, all of this shit's going on. It sounds bad right now, but eventually it's going to get turned around, and that's not the case.
Because what's happening is the Lord is showing you that there's no other God out there but Him.
That's right.
And so if you're not going to submit to the Lord is going to make you see that your idols that you serve ain't shit. That's what Judges 10 and 13, man. You know, you are going to bow down to the Lord whether you want to or not. Whether it's going to be in death or it's going to be in salvation. But either way, you're going to know the presence of the Lord, man.
Oh, yeah. You're going to know that you were in error, like it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right? We have erred from the way of the Lord, and the light of the Lord have not shined unto us, man. You're going to know that in that time, man. That the shit that you believed in was bullshit, man. It wasn't the truth. It is what it is. So all those that's in the spirit, we're going to see in the end who's right. Okay, we'll take you up on that, man.
We'll gladly take that bet.
You know, we'll take that bet. All cars in, all chips in on that. Right? You got it, my brother.
This is Judges 10 and 13. It says, yet you have forsaken me and served other gods.
Yep.
Wherefore I will deliver you no more.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of you jakes that still hold on to these pagan holidays, you don't even know what you worship.
Nah.
You don't even care, man. All the demonic ties behind these particular gods, Jake don't even care, man.
Nah.
You know?
Good question. Like you said earlier, what the fuck does the Easter Bunny got to do with the Bible?
Come on, man.
Like, you had Trump address the nation with the Easter Bunny. Like, what the fuck was that about, bro? That ain't got nothing to do with the Bible, bro.
Right.
You know, but like you said, you worship these guys, the Easter, Cupid, Tooth Fairy, New Year's Eve, Christmas, all these different customs, not realizing that they all go back to idolatry.
Exactly.
Which is all slapping the face of the Lord because that's not your custom.
Yeah. We in the new year now.
Right.
It starts in the spring, not no damn in the heart of winter, man. All right? The new year comes in the spring, man.
Where it's life.
That's right.
Because really, it's only 2 seasons. If you want to get technical, you got the spring, and you got winter. Summer and fall are just extensions of the two. You know, but this is part of Esau, like it said in Daniel, 8:25.
Changing times.
You know, the times of season. He added that on. But that's why you say you people don't understand the mind fuck that you in, man. But that's why the Lord's about to, I keep saying it, He's about to unplug the matrix. And everybody's about to see the world from the Lord, how He created it for real, man. Taking on verse 14, Judges 10:14. Go and cry unto the God ye have chosen, and let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So when all hell breaks loose and you're being persecuted, call on Jesus or Allah or any of these Egyptian gods or whoever you worship, and see how they're going to deliver you in the time of destruction. Because like I keep saying, what's going to happen is you're going to have no choice but to remember. And them Hebrew Israelites, what was the name they were saying? All the niggas that made them parody videos mocking the names, you're going to be trying to call them names that time, man.
Exactly. Especially when they push the chip, when they push that, look up Bisque real quick, see what you get on that, man. I did a lesson on it. How they had Trump on camera talking about it. Like, what does it do? Does it go on the body and all of that? BISC. See what you get out of it. All right? Because all that shit people was talking, hey, when you can't buy and sell, all right, and you got to use that chip to function, then you going to know in that day, man. It ain't going to be no more highs and he's in that damn time. You know?
So, digital currency?
Yeah, digital currency. See what you get out of it. Just, the spirit. You know? Because that thing is here. All right? All the companies, all these tech companies on board, Apple, all right? You got Elon Musk, the face of Neuralink. All right? I believe you got some other companies. I want to say ChatGPT, something like that. NVIDIA. It's another one that I'm missing, but these major tech platforms are behind pushing the chip. You know, you got it.
So this is from the AI overview. Just typed in BIS, digital currency.
Yep.
So BIS stands for Badeo Smart Chain. Is a cryptocurrency designed for the Badeo blockchain, aiming to provide a decentralized finance or DeFi ecosystem with collateral-backed stablecoins. As of early 2026, BISC is used for on-chain trading and staking, with data showing fluctuations typical of decentralized exchange assets. It is not a central bank digital currency.
Yeah. Of course it was said that. Any more out of that? If not, good.
Important context regarding BIS. It's important to differentiate the BIS from the work of Bank for International Settlements, BIS. That's
Yep. We get that first question too. If you have anything, I'm gonna pull up something too. So Oh, you got it.
So I'll get that first.
You got it. You got it.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Yeah.
It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you." And look up that word seasons real quick. Because Paul said that because if you were paying attention to prophecy, like it says in Sirach 39th chapter, all right, and your mind is meditated on prophecy, you shouldn't have to be reminded on what time we in. You should already know, man. Hey, we're at the brink of a whole societal change, man, which really is going into the transference of power. All right, that this kingdom's going out, and the kingdom of Yahshua is about to come in. So that word seasons is G2540 Kairos. It says, "Do measure a measure of time, a larger or smaller portion of time, hence a fixed and definitive time, the time when things are brought to crisis."
Yeah, a time when things are brought to crisis. This is where we at, man. All right? We're not ignorant, as the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of the times and seasons.
Right.
All right? We live in a time where shit is about to be brought to a crisis, man. Okay? Go ahead.
The decisive epoch waited for.
That's it, man. So understand, we're not ignorant. We see, hey, how's it going? A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, man. All right? Every day we've been telling you, this shit is about to go. I know the beloved brother Amawan Gabar in the New York main camp, he does a lot of lessons going into sudden destruction, and this shit's about to hit the fan because you got to be in that spirit, man. Any fucking day, man, this thing's gonna change on us. All right? And are you ready? Are you prepared, man? Okay? Hey, our job is to warn you, man. All right? To blow the trumpet, to give people the warning. The Lord said, give Israel warning from me. Okay? You got it, brother.
Yeah, look up this word epoch. It says a period of time in history or a person's life, typically one marked by notable events or particular circumstances.
Yeah, notable events. Look what's going on. The war with Iran. The Strait of Hormuz is being blocked, all right? They're saying they're letting things go through now on certain circumstances and whatnot, right? You got this ICE shit that's going on. People forgot about that. You got these nationwide protests, all right? The food is killing everybody, all right? Everybody's running around with fucking HIV from them damn jabs. Cancer. This shit is crazy out here.
Turbo cancer.
Yeah.
And there's all these different diseases popping up, and now all of a sudden there's no cures for them, man.
Come on, man.
But we just everything that the elder just mentioned is just showing us that we got to be at the end, man.
Got to be at the end,
man. Hey, people's true colors are being revealed, and all that, man. Yep. So the Lord is about to show. He's about to show himself like never before seen.
Man. In the midst of all of this going on, the Israelites are the trending topic, man. And Esau, he shook because they're talking about who the Edomites are. All right, brothers been going into that, been catching videos from these scary ass Christians. All right, talking about who really Esau is, man. All right, so-called white people, man. All right, and you JOOs. You can't. The bottom line is this: you cannot escape your destiny, man. It's written right here in the text.
Because really, that was a shot in your own foot when BB, if he alive or not, but when BB got on the news and was like, we got to destroy Amalek. That put a hole in everything that Vocab Malone was really trying to do, because for him declaring that the Iranians Amalek, now that raised the question again. Well, I thought the Edomites were done away with. Exactly. So how are they Amalek, but Esau was done away with?
There you go.
So that's when that red flag started to raise up. It was like, hold on. The Hebrew Israelites said that Amalek was, and you look at them like, nah, something ain't adding up, man.
That's it, man.
But then at the same time, another thing that's going on too, I was watching you and the brother Kayad's video from Canada with the whole, the thing they trying to pass, that bill.
Oh, yeah. The bill see something, yep.
With that's even, I think that's coming because I found it hypocritical to where they want to ban the Bible because they say certain verses in the Bible is hate speech, but then BB can get on the thing and say that we got to use the scripture to wipe out Amalek. So it's like, yo,
they all over the place.
Where are we at, man?
Yeah. They all over the place, man. And that's how the Lord set it up. And the Most High has our enemies in derision. Let me get that real quick. It's Psalm 37. Let me see. Right? Matter of fact, get what you got. I'm going to find it real quick. Type it in. He said he would put him in derision. Read that.
But thou, O Lord, thou shalt laugh at them. They shall have all the heathen and derision.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of that too. You can use that. Yep. Any more?
Let me see.
Right? Let me see if I can find something real quick. Yep. No, you got it.
I'll go back to 1 Thessalonians.
Yep.
So back in 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, or 5 and 1, it says, but at the times and the seasons, brethren.
This is Psalms 2 in verse 4. And it reads, it says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord YAHAWASHI shall have them in derision. All right? And these nations, especially the Edomite, are in complete derision right now, man. Right? They're not thinking right, man. You know, their minds are all over the place. The councils, scriptures talk about how they're wearied in the councils. They're having these meetings to try to figure out how to stop what's going on and how to counter the Israelites and all of that, man. How to maintain power. It's not going to work for them, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they were talking about, you know, the polycrisis pulling the people in all these different directions and exhausting the people. But really, that's happening to them.
Exactly.
Because, like you said, the emergence of the Hebrew Israelites, the whole thing of trying to take control of this war, you know, the transition from this old way to the NWO, they're stretched thin.
It's not going to be easy.
Nah.
The word derision. It says definition in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, derision. It says a use of ridicule or scorn to show contempt. Definition B. It says, excuse me, a state of being laughed at or ridiculed, a state of being derided, right? That's America right now, the laughing stock of the world, man. Everybody's, Iran, the Lego videos. You know what I'm saying? And them videos keep coming, but them videos be heavy, though.
That's what they did, really heavy. They showed Jake.
Yeah, they showed Jake, yeah, and then they showed the one where they had Trump's face on the pyramid, showing you that Trump is the Pharaoh, that Esau's the Pharaoh right now, man. You know?
I'm talking about what they said, the America's New Babylon. You saw that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they showed Jake with the crown on, with the chain.
Oh, shit.
It was like I was raised in New Babylon.
Oh, that's heavy.
Hard.
Yeah, there you go, man. So, hey, it's crazy right now, man. So these nations, they have the upper hand is the point. Yeah. Right? You got it, brother.
Back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But at the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Exactly.
For when they shall say peace and safety, the son of destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yeah, so anytime you hear ceasefire, we get ready to ink a deal, whatever they put on the mainstream, it's all bullshit, man. Yeah. And that's not the will of the Lord.
And like we say, it's always something underlying that's not being put in the media with anything they do. Whatever so-called deal or whatever thing they're trying to broker, all that is it's an underlying deal behind everything. So you gotta look at the whole picture. That's why Sirach 5:15 says, "Be not ignorant in any manner, small or great." You gotta understand this devil's heart is deep, man. Sure. He's not gonna allow something to happen without having a protocol to make sure that whatever he wants is still being done.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Verse 4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief.
Yeah, we're not in darkness, man. And we are the children of light. All right? That day is not going to overtake us. Why? Because we're watching absolutely everything that's playing out geopolitically, man, around the world, man. All right? The day-to-day events that's going on across the country and across the waters, man. Right? Go ahead.
Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the dark. It's like we are not of the night nor of darkness. Mm-hmm. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, and let us watch and be sober.
There you go. Let us not sleep. Let us not sleep as do others, man. Like I said earlier, it's time for you niggas to get your head out the sand, man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, your beloved America, your American dream is about to end, man. Whether you accept it or not, realize it or not, or see it or not, man. It's a done deal, right? It'd be more a benefit of you to repent and serve the Lord, man.
Not that of it when it's too late. The last thing you want to have is the spirit of regret when this thing go down, because that, as we see, man, the Lord is wrapping up the ministry, man.
Oh yeah.
We ain't got much longer to be out here doing what we're doing, do our daily epistles and when we're able to do them or whatnot. But this ain't the teaching isn't going to be out here for much longer, man.
That's right.
So you better get the word while you still can, man.
Oh, yeah.
Verse 7, it says, "For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night."
Yeah, and that's you people of the world, man. Pursuing the Isaiah, add on to that. Isaiah 29, 9 through 11. That's our people, man. Our people are spiritually asleep. They're drunk, man, but not with wine or strong drink, but through the ways of this life, this world, man. You know?
Isaiah 29 and 9. "Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine.
Yep.
They stagger, but not with strong drink."
Yeah, you drunk, but not with wine. You stagger, but not with strong drink, man.
Yeah.
Right? That's due to the ways of this world, man. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, you off that Babylon juice. Because you still got idiots believing what Trump's telling you in the news is real.
Right.
You got people really thinking that America is winning this war with Iran. That America has the ability to bounce back from all the shit that's going on, man. Hey, like I heard last week from the brother, he was saying that they put a 100% either tariff sanction on name brand goods. So that shit about to go up too, man. So bro, nothing is about to be like you think it is anymore, man. Everything is different. Oh, yeah. But you got the bread and circus and all that's done, man. The NBA, the NFL, the music industry, Hollywood, all that shit is over, man.
Yeah. What's the nigga from the Bulls that got kicked out?
Ivy.
Yeah, for his beliefs, calling out not the small hat, but the alphabeticals. You know, and that's all set of his videos of him preaching outside, man.
Yeah, that shit is probably a psyop.
It's all a psyop, man. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Because speaking of that, if he really was kicked out the league, why they still let him go to games and be around players and all that? If that was the case, wouldn't he be like they said, he's detrimental to the team? So what his idea is not pollute other people. If he was really like that for real, man, so that shit's fake. More
distractions, man. Go ahead.
Verse 10. "For the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes."
They have closed your eyes. All right, go ahead.
"The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered."
Yeah, because the Most High is not dealing with the so-called wise of this world, man. You know, your celebrities, they ain't got the answers, man.
Yeah.
Your politicians don't have the answers.
Even the people that you see speaking, like guys like the Professor James and all that,
right?
They can give you, go ahead as far as the news, but he don't know prophecy.
Right.
He thinks the small hats are the true people of the Lord, man.
Right.
He's through.
Yeah.
And amongst others, Byron Gaines, this nigga, and all them people.
Candace Owens.
What's the other dude? Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, Alex Jones.
Them niggas don't got it,
man. They ain't got it, man.
Verse 11. "And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed."
Yeah, who will represent the ones that are learned? All right, would be your theologians, your so-called scholars. All right, they don't have the light dwelling with them, right?
It says, "And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. Wherefore the Lord said, For as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men."
Taught by the precepts of men, the ways of the world, man. These tired-ass traditions of men, right? Because our people don't really love the Lord like they say they do. They don't really believe like they say they do, right? And that's all coming out, man. These people don't have the truth like they claim they have, man.
So like the lesson I did earlier this week, if they truly believe, then it would be nothing for them just to humble down and listen. Because the words the Lord has told us to do is not grievous, it's not hard.
Right.
Stop being a nigga, repent, and trust in the Lord, man. Right. But niggas want to, trust in their own imagination, how they feel the Lord is supposed to be.
They got it figured out.
Right. And that's going to be to your destruction. The scriptures tell you, lean not onto your own understanding. It says, because the heart, is roughly paraphrased in two different pieces, but it said the heart is deceitfully wicked above all things, man.
Sure.
So, hey, you thinking that you got the Lord figured out, when the Lord has his men out here to tell you what he wants from you, then if you refuse to listen, that's on you.
Sure.
And the simple is going to die in their simplicity, man.
All the unfaithful should die in the unfaithful.
That's it. Verse 14.
That was it. Yeah, we'll go back.
All right. So back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and start back at 8. It says, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, for an helmet the hope of salvation.
That's right.
For Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, or Yahawah, have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach.
Yeah, Lord willing, man, we're not the ones that have been appointed to wrath.
Yeah.
All right, the Lord said He was going to deliver that 1/3, man.
That's right.
So, Lord willing, we've been chosen to make it out of here, man.
Yeah.
All right, because the wrath is coming, right?
That's why the Son was sent. All right, to help us to be a light to the Gentiles. And when we say the Gentiles, we're talking about the Gentile Israelite foreigners, Gentile in the spirit, but not in blood, man. Sure. Not you bug outs talking about we're light to other nations, man. So Yahawashi is coming back to deliver His elect. Not no black person, not no Mexican, not no Native American, not no Christian and Muslim. No, He's coming back to receive the elect of the Israelites, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's it.
It says, who died for us, whether we wake or sleep, we shall live together with Him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do.
Edify one another, even also as you do. The videos, all right, the news updates, yep, the prophecies, all right, you know, going into the dark parables, everything, man. All right, so that you have a foundation to stand on in that time, man. All right, so that you can be rooted and built up, all right, for that day to come. You know, that's what it's all about, man. Preparing you for the straight that's coming, man. All right. Yeah, you got it, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 1. And I looked and said, lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, right, having his father's name written in their foreheads. This is going into the elect that have that dawah, that mark of exemption, that the Lord was going to pass over us in the time of judgment. Right? It says, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And they heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne. Right. And that new song is speaking about this word, man. This gospel, which is really it's a refresh song, because this word has been here before, man.
That's it, man.
You know,
drawn out again this time.
That's it. It says, and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Only the elect can tap into that frequency, man.
That's it.
You know, everybody wasn't given the gift, the access to tap in to that song. You know.
It said, these are they which were not defiled with women.
Yep.
And the women is not talking about actual women; they're talking about philosophy.
Yep. The ways of the world.
Yep.
And those virgins stayed true to the doctrine, man.
That's right.
They didn't sway. They didn't waver.
Yeah.
You know.
It says, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes.
Yeah, and the virgins, you know, they kept that spiritual chastity belt.
Right.
They didn't get penetrated by the waves and toxic shit of this world, you know, the philosophies and idols.
Right.
You got it.
It said, these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahawah and to the Lamb.
Hey, that's what it's all about, the first fruits, man. Lord willing, hey, that's us. Yeah. Hey, the first fruits belong to the Lord, the scriptures say, man. Yeah. You know?
Lord willing, we were able to return back to our first estate.
Right.
Where those meant.
Happy, yep, that's right. That divine counsel from the beginning.
That's right. It says, and in their mouth was found no guile.
Yep.
For they are without fault before the throne of Yahawah BAHASHAM.
Yeah, in the mouth of the elect was found no guile, no lies. Mm-hmm. All right? That's a beautiful thing, man, as you see what's going on in the midst of Israel right now, man. Niggas are lying, causing the Lord to be a liar, changing the gospel, adding and taking away from the scriptures, man. And all that's going to do is resulting to your death, to your destruction.
Deceive are his, man.
That's it.
So the Lord is bringing unto him who are his, and those that are not of the fold, man. That's why you're going to get swayed out by these different, you know, philosophies, man. We've seen throughout the years the flat earths, you know, the Sumerian woman at the well, she was an Israelite.
The all-inclusive doctrine.
All-inclusive doctrine, you know, the Lord's for everybody, and all that. We're spiritual Israel, all that BS, man.
Right.
If you get taken by that, that means you're not of the Lord, man. You know? So this is why our message is to the elect only, man.
That's right.
We're not out here trying to save all Israel because, like it says in Romans 9, not all Israel is of Israel.
Yep, Romans 9 and 6.
You know?
Yep, keep reading. This is the chapter.
Revelation 14 and verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear YAHAWASHI, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of water.
That's right.
And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Yeah, all nations had to get in bed with the whore to receive of the money, the military aid, the protection, right? You know, they had to sell out. They had to promote democracy and feminism and sexuality, push different idols, all right, different ways that are contrary to life. You know, they had to accept those things, man, and to get that money and those benefits, man. Right? Remember when Kamala and Joe Biden was in office, right? And they tried to get I forgot what country it was. Some African country. It was some African country, but they tried to get them to sell out and push homosexuality, man. And in return, they was going to receive like over like $60 million or some shit like that. You know?
Yeah, we had the Bahamas came out recently. He pushed back. It was like, he's like, they ain't fucking with that over there. You bring the books over there, they gonna burn them.
Oh yeah.
He's like, he refused to allow that. He called it a sickness into his country, man.
Right.
So look, he might get off.
That's it.
You know. Continuing on, verse 9.
Right.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWASHI, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Yep.
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of his holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Yeah, so that's the results of you taking that chip. All right, you took that microchip, that's your ass, man. Yeah. Right? You've been warned time in and time out, man. So at this point, there really is no excuse for you. So if you sell out and take it, and it's on your ass.
Yeah. And the reason why we push this so hard, because through societal conditioning, he's been making the people's minds become soft to that idea. Right. So we're getting to a point to where society is going digital to where it's not going to be nothing. But when they introduce that chip, they're going to go with it because they don't see nothing wrong with it. That's why we have to constantly do these videos to remind you, like, all right, even though we are getting this technological age, at the same time, you can't get fooled by the innovation, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, because this shit is going to get to a point to where people are going to want to be integrated in the system.
That's it. Because
they have, when I was in Atlanta, the Elder Abba was telling me, I forget the name of the thing, it's called like Cosm. But it's like it's like a big ass screen. It's like kind of like virtual reality, but you don't need the headset. And so, like, if you want to go watch the Braves or the Falcons, instead of going to the stadium, it's immersive. I don't want to say the first grade, it's immersive. So it's like you're at the game, but the screen is like looking like you're at the game, but you're at a bar. So it's like you're in the environment of the field, but you're not actually there. And so that's just getting you prepared for this technology, because everything they're doing, they're immersing you into the so-called meta world. Yep. Because don't forget, meta ain't went nowhere. Mark Zuckerberg didn't invest all them billions in meta for them just to get rid of that shit. Right. So that's essentially where all this is going, because with that chip, they're able to milk the dollars out you to where they give you that universal basic income. They're making millions off of the pennies that you're earning, man. So you're getting milked for nothing, but they're licking off every little thing, man. That's why they're doing what they're doing.
They're gonna capitalize. Heavy. You know, any more?
Verse 11. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
Man, and we know, as we've been saying, a lot of you gonna take that chip.
Oh yeah.
Revelation 13:8. Get that real quick, and you can go back to that.
Yep. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 8. and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Yeah. So all that's going to worship him is going to be those 2/3, the heathen and the rest of these Edomites. Right? They're going to bow to the beast. Right?
Because that's where everything goes. I want to add to what I was saying earlier. Because all the companies that's trying to still do things the old way, they're actually losing money. Because they still have like the money counters and all that. They're losing money because them integrating the RFID technology, that saves time and money for them to, just to, as they got to account for the head count, the cost of everything. It's just the manual labor is taking money out their pockets. So using the RFID technology is actually saving them money. So it's gonna get to a point where all companies, they're gonna have to bid. And so with the people as well, if you want to continue to hold on to this place, then you're gonna have to bend that knee, man. And so the only one that's not gonna be willing to do that is the ones that's been preparing themselves through the spirit power YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, because like I said, we know where all this is headed.
Yeah, this shit about to crash, man. They remember, America is spending $1 billion a day in this war with Iran. Right now, from the time it started to this point, they said it's already at $48 billion. All right, that America's kicked out in this war already. These bombs, these missiles that they're dropping, right? So America can't hold that, man. So something got to give is what we're saying, man. That bubble is about to burst.
Where's that money coming from?
Right.
Because like the Federal Reserve, they can print money out of thin air, but they still got to circulate it.
Right.
So they're going to need things to be able to continue to go.
Right.
So they have to crash the dollar at some point.
At some point.
They're kicking the can like you said.
That's it, man. Can only kick the can so far, man. It's getting tired at this point, man. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Hey, because once they roll this thing, then you're gonna start seeing things move even faster, man. Right? Hey, the Lord said He shortened the days for the elect's sake, man. You got it, brother.
I'll jump down to verse 11.
Yep.
It says, "And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon."
You in Revelation 13?
Okay,
you got it.
Because hey, the whole Democrat Republican nonsense, that's pretty much dead, because everybody's starting to realize they're all playing for the same team, man.
Sure.
Because one thing, when Trump inherited the office from Biden, remember Biden had put in the legislation to get the cryptocurrency rolling. What was it, Biden coins or stable coins, whatever they called it.
Yep.
And then when Trump came in, and I forgot the name of the act that he passed, which was pretty much getting the stable coin act in motion and whatnot. He gave that whole promotional speech about how he wasn't going to bring a central bank digital currency.
Right.
But then that act that he did, that's exactly what he did. He went against what he said. So all presidents are doing the same thing. They're all bringing forth the agenda of the elites. Right? So 2 horns spake of the lamb. It's soft right now, but we're going to get to the point to where it's going to be, mandates, draconian mandates are going to be pushed, just like we saw in 2020. Yep. It started with, all right, you ain't got to get the jab. You ain't got to do this and that. And then once things shut down and everybody saw that I can't do shit about it, then they tell you, you want to go here, here, and here, you have to get that jab. You have to have the passport or whatever else, to prove that you got down with the system. The chip is going to do the same thing. That was just a testing ground. Yep. So when they lock this shit down the second time, it's going to be for real this time. Man. Yeah, they're going to do the same rollout.
That lamb, him being that lamb as well, is them essentially providing a solution, right? So as they belly up this economy and they push in the digital currency, that's going to be the solution for society, right? That's how we're going to get back on our feet. This is the new, currency. This is how we're doing things. The beast system, right? Yeah. That's how it's going to be presented. But it's going to be, like you said, it's all going to be draconian measures, man.
Because when you go back to the first time, who was the so-called saviors during the pandemic the first time? It was the technocrats.
Yep.
So the same thing is about to happen with the second time. And what did Trump just do? He anointed, Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, the Chinese dude, and I missed somebody else. But he appointed them pretty much good, like high positions in his cabinet, showing you that they're about to be the ones that's ushering in the solution for when this shit goes belly up.
There you go.
So we're here.
Yep. All systems go. You got it, bro.
Verse 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast.
Right, ancient Rome.
Yep.
Right, which Elon Musk, when Trump got back in office, Elon Musk, he kept saying that Rome is back. Right? It's not gonna fall like last time, man. So again, this is the pride of Esau. Yeah. Go ahead.
Came with the dark matter.
That's it. Yeah, the dark matter. And it was all rituals, man. It was all subliminals that they were putting in people's faces.
Yeah, because MAGA is witchcraft. They said Trump is the 32 degree witch, man.
Yeah, because really, these technocrats are like the priesthood on the left-hand side. Yeah. You know, the Bill Gates, Sam Altman, yep. Elon Musk. You know, them guys, all right?
Modern day Chaldeans.
Yeah, there you go.
Because when you look at the way that the Chaldeans were in ancient Babylon, they were in the same position that we see today. Because they got their way into leadership position the same way we saw Bill Gates, Sam Altman, Zuckerberg, and all these other things today. Exactly. So to show you that's the same, spiritually, the same people coming back. You know, in the same position they coming back. Verse 12, he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and called it the earth, and then was dwelled therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Yeah. Because and now they're going to do it again. But this is a more modernized. This is a modernized Rome. Yeah, technological Rome, right? So they're going to cause the people to worship that first beast all over again, man, in a new way. Yep. Go ahead.
He's doing great wonders, so that he making fire come down from heaven on the earth.
Yeah, that's part of his blessings, man. He doing great wonders. All right, his nuclear technology. All right, the satellites that he has in the heavens, the atomic bomb, right? Do weapons, all that.
Rise of God and all that.
Yep.
It says, so he making fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
He did that. Go ahead.
And deceiving them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
By the means of those miracles. It's technology, man. Right? What do we see right now? The AI, the altered video content, the manipulation of photos. Yeah. Right? He can make a picture of you, say some shit that's not even you. Right? He can make they're making whole movies through AI. They don't even need actors no more, man.
Nah.
They could drop a whole movie with AI. That's part of the miracles, man.
That's why we said earlier about Hollywood being dead, because they don't need actors, producers, none of that. They just all they gotta do is just write the movie script in AI, and they'll make everything. Because yep. Hollywood owns your likeness. As we know, these celebrities, when you had that the writer's strike about a couple years ago, they were mad because of their likeness being used against their will. So they know they saw, just like the musicians saw, that they're no longer needed. You know, you having these videos, you know, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jackson, these different guys being used, and they're making money off that shit, man. Which allows us to once again say that everybody's in on the same team, because Iran's using the same technology that America's using with the AI. So them Lego videos, it's like a slap in the face almost. Exactly. If you know what's going on.
And they exposing shit too. Oh, man. Heavy stuff. You got it.
I want to go to that word, miracles. Mm-hmm. That word, miracles, is G4592, Simeon. It says, that by which a person or thing is distinguished. Yep. Sign, prodigy, portent, i.e. an unusual occurrence transcending the common course of nature. That's what we're going into. The AI, the technology, the chip, telling you you're gonna have, if you get the brain chip, you're gonna have telekinesis. Right. You know, be able to move stuff into your mind. You're gonna be able to, you know, research things like how the AI is, where you just put a prompt in and the information is flooded. Black Mirror, pretty much. You're gonna be living like a real life Black Mirror series, man. You know, but those are all, you know, deceits, though.
And all these things are leading to what? To the end of the world.
That's it.
Right? Like I said, these are the final warnings, man. Mm-hmm. And the Lord is making this stuff clear. You know?
In a sense, look at it like Pharaoh. When Moses came to Pharaoh, and he was presented, you know, Pharaoh had his magicians, Janus and Jambres, turn their staff into snakes, and Moses turned his staff into a snake. When they did that, that was them showing, oh yeah, we got power too. But the significance of that, when Moses' staff ate their snakes, it was showing that the Lord's power is greater than them. So what Esau's trying to do is show you his power with this AI, because really that AI is like, that's his saving grace, that's his God, man. Because I know you saw the video I sent you when they were talking about with small hats was pretty much trying to build a golem. Because the golem now is the AI. It's like pretty much like a Frankenstein. The original Frankenstein really goes back to them trying to build a harness of soul. Yeah. And so essentially that's their AI. That AI is their brainchild. And so that's their God. So they're saying that our God has now surpassed the God of old, which is bullshit. Yeah, so
think,
right. They're gonna see too.
Yep.
It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Exactly.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live, and he had power to give life.
And the image is going back to that Roman Empire system that's being exercised now, man.
Right.
In this new modern way.
Right.
All right, because ultimately what? When they push the chip, that's going to be the modern way of branding everybody, man. Because during the Roman Empire, they branded the slaves, right? So now we're in a more modern form of branding when everybody gets their chip, right? That's how the elites and the people that control the world are going to have access to control every movement, every thought, all right? What you can do, how you move through society, what you can buy and sell, all of that, man, right? That's where it's headed to.
Because they've always had a desire to be able to tap into what houses your spirit, which we know is the pineal gland, or what they call the God gene.
Yep.
So with that juice, that was another way for them to be able to tap into that and turn off. That video we always referenced that we went to a long time ago, whether that was Bill Gates or not, he was explaining how that God gene is what connects the believer's belief to the Father. It's that connection.
Exactly.
So when you pray, that's the receiver that sends up the signal to the heavens.
Yep.
So when you took that jab, that essentially corrupted your pineal gland to where you no longer have that communication anymore.
Cut you off.
You know, so you take that chip, that's ultimately him tapping into you and disconnecting you from the Most High, because now you're fully his creation. Man.
Yeah. How's it going? The Apocrypha tries to wipe you out with that perpetual blot.
Right.
And that's part of that, man. It's a disconnection from your power. Right, read that about the image again.
Yep, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
The image of the beast, so the Roman principles of government and economy, man. That's what's coming here. And it's going to be in a draconian fashion, right? It's not going to be what you people think it's going to be. You're not just going to have freedom like you think.
Nah.
All right?
I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do all these superhuman things with that chip.
Right.
Y'all going to have access to that. That's for them.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to want to do, because really, that for them, what they're trying to do is use that as a means for them to tap into immortality.
Sure.
Because they're back talking about the human sleeps again.
Yeah, that.
You know, saying you can transfer your consciousness to another body.
Madness.
You know, that's not. You're not able to do that because the scriptures tell you with that Ecclesiastes that no man has power of the spirit.
Yeah, wasn't that? Hey, not the rap, but wasn't that? Remind me what you said. Isn't that in that movie? Get Out. The Coagula,
yeah.
Where they was trying to take their spirit and put it into Jake.
Yep.
You know, and so Esau was telling you back then.
They always want to do that.
You know, that's crazy, man.
These niggas are mad science.
You know.
He said,
because in the movie, the Jake that was running, he was the Edomite that was in him, right?
The Edomite was in him and the woman.
Yeah.
That was the grandparents.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because he was running the scene because he was trying to live out his former glory or something like that, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Right, but that wasn't Jake in that body, though.
Yeah, because remember when they were at the little, I forgot what, meeting or whatever, he was meeting all the white people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, your eyes. He was like, I want them eyes.
Yeah.
They know, like, Jake, hey, we're able to do things beyond what they can do. Like, our eyes are able to access more colors than them, our taste buds.
Yeah.
We're able to, taste things that they can't taste. That's why they're bland, man.
Yeah.
But everything about us is deeper than what they have in their body. So they envy us down to even a molecular level.
Yeah.
That's why they created the system to destroy you on every level, because they know of the vastness and beauty of the Lord created.
That's why they take Jake body parts.
Yeah.
Right? That's why during slavery they was eating Jake because they thought they could possess that Jake quality by eating, by taking them in, Yep. So these Edomites are fucking sick, man.
Their ultimate way of doing that is the chip. Because if you get that chip, they can control you down to like the T. That's why we read movies like Kingsman.
Yep.
Upgrade, the other one on Tubi, I forgot the name of that one. All the movies like that, because They want to completely access your spirit. They want to tap into your thoughts, see what you're thinking.
Exactly.
All that, man.
We got to get the fuck up out of here, man.
This nigga, he got to go, bro.
We got to get up out here, man. Real quick before you read on, that's Psalms 30, Psalms, bear with me, Psalms 97. I always bring this up. So we got to get out of here, man. Right? If Esau had his way, he would destroy all of Jacob.
Everything.
All right? Psalm 97 and 10. Ye that love the Lord, YAHAWASHI, hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked, man. We got to get out of here, man. All right? We need the Lord. There ain't no other way. All right? This guy's a madman. You know, you got it, brother. Yep.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter. This is a hobby for the evil man.
Psalms 140, 1 through 5.
Psalms 140 and 1. It says, "Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war."
That's what we were just talking about. Which imagine mischiefs in his mind, man. This man has created a technology where he can tap into you and control the very essence of you, man. Right?
They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, having poison under their lips and lies.
Yeah, all his doctrines, his philosophies, it's all poison. You know?
Keep you from the Lord, man. You know, the devil, as I said, in Revelation 64 we read earlier,
that's right.
He's trying to take peace from the earth, man. Hey, the peace that YAHAWASHI has reserved for us, all right, this devil wants to take that from us on all levels, man.
Come on, man.
To where you can't even have a peaceful thought of mind, man. Your mind is constantly plagued by different shit just because of the shit that's out here. As we're out here teaching, we're being plagued as we speak. You know, if you don't believe me, when you go home, buy some cranberry juice and swish around your mouth, you're going to see all them fucking nanoparticles that's going to come out, man. Showing you we fucked up out here, man. Verse 4, "Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me, and cords, they have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me to lock."
And this new system that he's going to usher in is the ultimate trap. Whether people realize it or not, that's going to be the end game right there, man. All right? As soon as they get rid of this money and they black this bitch out or cyber attack or you know, people can have no more access to banks and money, that's it right there, man. Then you're going to know that a prophet have been among you in that day, right?
He's going to see that his work was accomplished.
Right.
Out of Jake, they haven't returned back to YAHAWASHI, so the only thing they're going to be able to do is go to him. But see, he's mad because he can't get the elect. The scriptures say that you can't take the elect out of the Lord's hand. So that's his main gripe, is because he knows that the elect is out here returning, you know, other members of the elect that still may, you know, be wavering in the world back to him. So when all hell breaks loose, like I said, you're going to have two options. You're either going to come back and serve the Lord and allow him to provide for you in the time of trouble, or you're going to go to the devil and get tricked into your destruction, man. You know?
Plain just like that.
You know, it's simple when you get down to it, man. This is why, like I said earlier, the Lord made it simple. The keys to life is obedience, man. Just hearken to his words and obey him, man, and he got you, man. And everything is returning back to that. That's why he told us in scriptures like Job 8 and 8. All right, look to our fathers, man. You know, Jeremiah 6:16. Look at the good way, the godly way, man. Because when you look at what our ancestors did when they were following the Lord the correct way, man, they were blessed, man. The Lord made sure they were good. They didn't have nothing to worry about, man. Even though they got tried, you know, through some different situations, the Lord always came through. So we're going through that same testing now, man. But the difference between us and the rest of these people in the world is we believe our power is real. He's going to do what he says he's going to do.
We expect miracles, man. All right? We know that the power is coming. Right? And we're going to continue to speak it into existence. We know the Lord is going to use his vessels on this earth to magnify the power in his name, man. You know, you got it.
Back in Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
In the image of the beast is speaking now, man. All right, this AI, all of that. All right, this technology, we're at the peak of his power. through this technology. Daniel 12:4.
Yep.
The scripture said that knowledge would increase, man, and that's all signs of the end. You know.
Right. So as these things progress, and we witness that societal change to this digital era,
right?
If you don't want to take part in that and ultimately take that chip, you're going to be cast out from society, man.
That's right.
There's another word for that word killed is to be cut off from society. Man.
That's right.
Verse 16, and he called them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, the charagma, man, which is a physical mark that's going to go in the body.
Yep.
All right, and you got people still trying to dance around from what this is. All right, this is a physical mark, man. It's the chip. Go ahead.
And the sad part about that, it's really Israelites that's doing that, because more and more I'm seeing, bro, a lot of people know that this chip is coming.
Yeah, especially Esau. They
Esau,
know.
A lot of niggas on these different social media apps start talking about that too. It's just you ignorant ass Israelites, man.
Keep playing, right?
It says, and no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah. So no man will buy and sell. So that's when the wake up is gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
All that shit talking and mockery and niggas having an opinion. All right. The Lord said no man will buy and sell unless they have that mark. So when we get to the point of society where niggas can't just freely go to the bank and have access to paper money, that's what niggas gonna know. Right? You go in the store, do you got your chip?
You gonna see all the palm readers.
There you go.
No, ain't gonna be no insert card here, tap card here.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no more debit cards, credit cards, and
hand
shit.
scanners.
Right.
You ain't got your chip, oh sorry, we can't serve you.
Yep. It ain't gonna be no swipe your phone.
Nah.
Right? It's gonna be swipe your goddamn wrist and your forehead, man.
Yep.
Right? Then that's when reality is gonna settle in. You got it.
Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast.
So this is what Apostle John was saying. Here's wisdom. Right? Go ahead.
It says, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Yeah, 666. Child size stigma. Go ahead.
Oh, that was
You're not no damn what they say the sixth trump, sixth seal. Right? What the hell was he talking about, man? Yeah, there's some shit like that, man. Nah. No, this is dealing with that system that the Apostle John saw. He saw the beast system being implemented, man. Yeah. All right, the shit being tied to the medical field, you know, the chip, the whole essence of the technology, man. How these elites are gonna own everything. All right, have full control, access to everybody. He saw that, man. He saw the AI. All right, he saw this technology development that we're in right now, man. He saw all of that shit, man. So that's what's getting ready to come down now. This is what we're warning our people about, man. It's here, man. What else can we say? You know, you got anything else you want to add in there? So that's the point, man. Get 1 Peter real quick. 1 Peter 4:7. We'll end it with that, man. Right? Because hey, we're coming into the closure of this Passover, and shit is about to get heated, man. All right, it's getting ready to go to that next level, man. So we're gonna keep our eyes glued to the prophecy, man. All right, you got it, brother.
1 Peter 4:7.
Right.
But the end of all things is at hand.
Right.
Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Yeah, the end of all things is at hand. Clearly. Right, what was that last part?
It says, be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Be ye therefore sober, man. Circumspect, man. Paying attention. Right? Unto prayer, man. Stay prayed up.
Yeah, keep that armor on, man.
Got to keep the whole armor of YAHAWASHI upon you, man. Because hey, we're in the midst of the spiritual war and it's about to go down, man. Yeah. You know? The siege is coming. All right? Prepare yourself, man. So that's it, man. Hey, final warnings. All right, nuclear war at the door, the end of Esau's world, all of that, man. All right, YAHAWASHI on his way back. All right, the baby's about to be born, right? Which symbolizes YAHAWASHI's return and the destruction of Babylon the Great and various parts of the earth, man. You know? So with that, we put his camp was edifying. We can close it out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
gold.
Let's go. Let's go, champ.